all of you for all of your suggestions and emails of support and liking us on YouTube. And we've got our first contender for a prize. It comes from Miss Evangeline Speltz of North Carolina, and it's about what we women need to do to prevent unattached women, like myself, from wasting year after year going out with guy after guy looking for Mr. Right.
So we wrote a little scenario which takes place in a bar and is based on Heather's ex-boyfriend history. And we hired some male actors.
I'll just show you how things are done now versus how things need to be done in the future.
And here it is.
I don't know. I'm way out of her league, dude.
I don't know, bro. Every time she gives this room a scan, she ends up looking at you, giving a little smile.
She doesn't. Dude, no.
Come on, let's get your ass over there. Come on.
No.
Come on. Yeah.
Dude, no.
What's the worst that can happen?
Hi. My name is Brad. I'd like to meet you.
ID.
Excuse me?
ID.
Oh, okay. Here.
At least this one doesn't have an indentation from a wedding band on his finger.
Guys, do we really need to do this? This one looks normal.
If anyone knows how looks are deceiving, it's you, Heather.
Right. We're your best friends, and we're just here to make sure you never have to spend another night sobbing to the both of us on the phone about yet another year of your life wasted by some jerk.
Hi, I'm Heather. Please have a seat.
Hi. Nice to meet you. So, what kind of music do you like?
I like Springsteen, Clapton, Natalie Merchant, like the jazzier side of rock.
That's awesome. I do too. Look,
Really?
I have it all on my Zune here.
The good news is that the picture in his high school yearbook does match the photo on his license. So this one is not using a fake ID.
Oh. The bad news is that because of his outstanding student loans, his credit score sucks, and he drives an 11-year-old beater.
Well, the good news is that this one has no criminal record, no outstanding warrants, and he's not a registered sex offender.
The bad news is that his pics on Facebook show that he doesn't go to any interesting places or do any interesting things.
You gotta be kidding me. Women now have their own search engine?
So, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to do lots of things. This time of year, I really like to go biking in the woods.
Oh, me too. I love to go to the local forest preserves. I did 3 hours on my bike last week alone.
So,
Well, the good news is that his address books, both at home and at work, aren't full of other women's names.
The bad news is that a survey of 100,000 wives ranked the men in his profession to be the least likely to grab her and make mad, passionate love to her when he gets home from work.
Oh, well, the good news is that the histories on his internet browser show he's not a regular of any porn site, although he did check out celebritybeavershots.com.
But the bad news is that according to his family history, he'll be bald and 50 pounds heavier in 15 years.
You got an app coming out that uses face and voice recognition? So any woman can check out any of us, in person or on the phone, without even having to ask for our name or our ID.
So, how about sports? I mean, what's your favorite baseball team, for instance?
the Cubs.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh my god, I hate Sox fans, and especially all the jokes they make at my expense at work.
Yeah, me too. All of my friends are like, oh, the Cubs are gonna lose. And then they're always telling me to put my money where my mouth is. I lost $360 last year alone.
I lost $220.
No way.
Yeah.
The good news is that he got 138 at IQtest.com.
The bad news is that on the question of how likely he is to go on to do bigger and better things, the woman where he works only gave him 1.5 stars.
Well, the good news is that his Amazon book purchases do show that he's serious about relationships. And so far, he's only spent 17% of his time staring at her boobs.
But the ex-girlfriend database shows that the average length of his relationships are only 3.5 months. And he's never gone down on any of his girlfriends. I don't see any need to administer the personality compatibility test, do you?
Sorry.
If women know more about us and our potential more than we know about ourselves, how are we ever supposed to bullshit our way into a relationship?